Hey everybody! I just started watering like right as I'm in. Turn the video on. Turn the camera on. I'm stupid. Um, yes, I realize I'm wearing a Cardinal shirt. One, it doesn't match what I'm wearing right now as my bottoms because I'm wearing a skirt because my mom just got me a skirt and it's cute. Um, and I was out today and I didn't feel like wearing another shirt other than this because like I had different shirts that I could have worn, but I didn't really feel like I wasn't feeling it. And I was like, this is comfy, and I got this last year because in 8th grade we were like college sports team, no, blah, 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 blah. Like sports team week, and then they had like Cardinals Day, I think. Because if you live in Arizona, even if you don't really like them, you tend to have Cardinals gear. Um, my hair looks terrible today. I'm sorry. Um, excuse the mess, the frizz and nastiness that is my hair right now. Um, and like I didn't have anything Cardinals, um, or anything. Living here for going on 3 years, then it was 2 years. Um, nothing. So I found that kind of amusing. Um, um, but yeah, I got this last year, and it was almost too small for me, and now it's huge on me. It's like, no, I don't know. Um, um, there's Ashley. Let's get interrupted 30 times and make me lose my train of thought. Sorry. But yeah. So I don't think I made a video recently. I don't know, let me check it if I have YouTube up. I didn't have YouTube up, and that's what managed to get me to actually make a video. Hmm. Yeah. Not survive. What is this? I haven't made a video since I got my hair done, which was yeah, I haven't made a video. So, Happy New Year. I realize I'm kind of laying down right now. My cat is here and not letting me sit up like a normal person. So, yeah, what you're getting. School starts in 3 days. That's always exciting. Not really, but you know. Right now I actually want to be at school. And this was the longest break ever. It was so boring. It wasn't even. It lasted forever. Um, yeah. So Happy New Year. Um, I don't really have a resolution this year. Normally, I think last year it was to lose weight, and I did that one. Get to a healthy weight, and I did that. So that was good. This year, I don't know. I think it's just to kind of get back on my reading and my writing and stuff. I haven't done that in forever. Like, I haven't read a book in the last book that I read was Great Expectations, and it was for the necessity of school. And I didn't even really read it. The last book that I actually read was The Book Thief. Because Fahrenheit 451 I didn't fully read at all. And Great Expectations, I did not read it, like, at all. I read the first, like, 11 chapters, and then just, like, gave up on it. But yeah, just have to go and make my to-read list because I brought in all my books yesterday. And I have to make a list of the books that I need to either start reading or finish reading because I have a whole lot of partially read books. But after I make my to-read list, I was wondering if you guys wanted me to kind of do a book review off of what I have to read. Yeah, there's actually, I have quite a few books that I have to read. And I'm even going to force myself to finish reading a book that I really don't like. Or it was relatively enjoyable. It's the most sugary sweet romance novel ever. Young adult romance novel. Not like adult romance novels. Adult romance novels tend to be really dirty. But yeah. And I realize I'm drinking Pepsi. I'm not endorsed by Pepsi at all. It's just what I have to drink. I promise you. Promise you. Swear on my life. Or else I'd be like, I'm getting sponsored by Pepsi. If I, you know, yeah. I don't know why anybody would sponsor me. I don't have that many. I have like 6 subscribers. I'm so YouTube famous. Yeah, 6 subscribers. I'm YouTube famous. Yeah. So I might do that. And also I have my book collection thing. And I wanted to know if you guys want me to post that before I post it because it's 3 parts. I have a big collection. The video is like 40 minutes long, so I'm not gonna post that all this one because nobody wants to sit through a 40-minute video and just be like, it's a lot easier if it's 3 parts. It's more exciting. And I was originally gonna do it, like, I was gonna split it up so it was 15-minute increments and then the last one would be like 10. But I was like, but that didn't make sense. I'll probably be cutting it off like in the middle of shelves and stuff. So my bookcase is 3 shelves, so I'm probably just gonna go by one shelf. Yeah. It made me realize that I need more storage in my room. But yeah. What else? What else? I know there's something else that I want to talk to you guys about, but I completely forgot. I keep having to use the internet in this video. So I used to write fan fiction. And I still have the account. I never deleted it or anything, because I actually still occasionally will write. There's stories that I haven't updated updated in a super long time though. I have 7 stories on this account. A couple of them. Alright. So here. I just updated one of my more popular ones last night. Dude, how many hits has that gotten already? I just updated it like last night. That's probably, I'm pretty sure I still have this thing actually. At 8 last night. and it is 1:55 p.m. and I already have 2 reviews and 28 hits in the story on that chapter. The story has altogether over 37,000 words, 30 chapters, which technically I only have 25 chapters, and then however many words that adds up to, because I've put a whole lot of author notes in it for, times that I haven't been writing and such. I have 57 reviews on it, 30,178 hits, 33 people have favorited it, and 12 people have it on their alert. So that's always fun. One of the ones that I just recently created back in August that I updated. Why do I keep saying updated? That I updated, the 4th, I think I updated it. I wrote, when I started this account, I wrote Twilight fanfiction pretty much mainly. Then, I got this account in like 07, I think. A long time ago. And 2009, so from that time in 07, I started posting in 2008. 2009, I branched out into Vampire Diaries and Glee, I think, too. I didn't do that much. There was 2010, late 2009, sometime in 2010, I branched out into Vampire Diaries and Glee. And yeah. My cat. So obviously, mainly my stories are, I think, all but 3. So 4 stories I have are for Twilight. One is just kind of a random one. It's Panic at the Disco centric. Which, I mean, if you know me, if you pretty much know me for any amount of time, if you start talking about Panic at the Disco or anything like that, I will just go into a frenzy. Like, I will not shut up about Panic. I have an addiction. Yeah. Oh my god. My cat is like, if you itch her ear in a certain spot, it'll just get her to scratch and scratch and scratch. It's so funny. The Vampire Diaries one is very, very popular, so I just did that last night. And I already have 2 reviews on it. I told you guys this. But yeah, speaking of Vampire Diaries and stuff, I just convinced my dad to get me, to get Netflix for the family. Do they have Netflix? I don't know why we don't have Netflix, but we don't have Netflix. And I'm like, it's either we get Netflix, or I managed to convince Mom to get me the complete 2nd season of Vampire Diaries, because I haven't watched that show since like a year, or not since like a year, for like a year I haven't watched that show, because, alright, so I'll tell you what happened. Not last year, but the November 2009, I think it was. No, 2010. November 2010. My cousins on my dad's side of the family, one of them came down, or no, they both came down, and then one of their husbands came down, and they all came down together. They're that family, the family unit, not union. The little family unit, not, but my 2 cousins, one of my cousins on that side, her husband and their kid came down. And so, yeah. And then they watched, or sorry, no, they didn't watch. What am I doing? What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired, I think. I don't know. But okay. I can actually sit up now. Sounds like I get a Hunger Games calendar. Add to my collection of calendars. But yeah. So, they came down and they decided they wanted to move out here. So November, we lent them our little guest house. We have like a 1 room, 1 bathroom guest house. It's called a casita. I don't know if you guys, know that stuff. But it's called a guest house. And so we lent that to them while they were out searching for a place to rent so they could look further for houses. And so yeah, they were here for a while. They finally found a place to rent. They found a house, and so now they live like an hour away from us, which is kind of a pain whenever they want to come up. But yeah, because Arizona is a big state, as it turns out. Especially when you're like us and live in the middle of nowhere. Just ask Kaylee. Because she lives in the same place that I do, pretty much. And it's the middle of nowhere. But yeah. The closest grocery store would be like half hour away or so, if they didn't have one in this little area that we live in, a little deserted island. So yeah. And Vampire Diaries was just starting then. I think maybe it was just starting a second season. I don't know. And the thing is, it was both NaNoWriMo, plus I had to take care of my cousin's kid and stuff. And it was just a pain, and I could not watch Vampire Diaries. So I managed to, I think, in around March or April, catch up, and I watched a couple episodes as they were updating them. And then I haven't watched since about episode 14 of season 2. So, yeah. Just to give you guys an idea. Like, Netflix would be a lot easier, and that way I can catch up maybe and stuff. So, yeah. We can do that. Cause, like, I was in my opinion, because I watch I Just Seen, and she was on an episode of Vampire Diaries yesterday, and I didn't watch it because I was like, I'm not gonna understand it, and I don't want to get any like weird spoilers and stuff. But yeah, I love Vampire Diaries. Like, I have read the 4 main books in the series, and they have those 3 returns, like they have little mini branch off the returns. 3 books, and I have to read. I read Return of Shadow Souls, and I have to I have to read Shadow Souls. And then there's Midnight, I think is what it's called. But yeah, I have a whole lot of books I have to read. But definitely gonna keep, try to keep back up on my Vampire Diaries stuff. I don't tend to watch TV a lot. I spend a lot of time on YouTube now, actually. More so than writing or reading or doing things that are actually, good for me. So I'm gonna go make my, things to read list. And yeah, upload this. Bye!